These Hot Idiots is a podcast featuring our hosts, two full-grown adult men. Together, they watch teen drama and young adult-oriented television shows one episode at a time. These Hot Idiots is a comedy podcast and isn't meant to be taken as real criticism. This podcast uses adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
Oh no, it is Mega Fighter's previous or the person he descended from, Anders. I sure hope he knows how to use public transport.
Oh no. Anders.
I must go. These Hot Idiots episode 9. We're approaching the Big 10.
Big 10.
We're not really celebrating anything when we get to 10, but we'll have 10.
It's cool that we made it to 10 episodes of this podcast.
Someone will like this eventually.
No, people seem to be watching this. We've had good viewership.
Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah. Helps that we're posting on Tumblr.
Yeah.
Yeah. Episode 9 of the Vampire Diaries.
Episode's name, I gotta get my notes. It's
History Repeating.
History Repeating. A little bit uncreative, ain't it?
Ash and Mega here once again.
Yeah, we're here.
That's Ash. I'm Mega.
Yes. He is not possessed. And
I was not possessed.
By Anders.
By Anders. I bet you if I had the fucking family genealogy, the fucking tree, you could probably find an Anders somewhere in there.
Maybe. This episode is fucking weird.
Episode's weird. We have not hit the drop yet, so I'm happy. This is a weird, fun episode. We are in the swing of things with Vampire Diaries. So I don't think there's gonna be low episodes for a while.
Maybe when we get to the original.
The originals, though. Oh man.
Or Legacies, which apparently doesn't have the Vampire Diaries on the title. It's just called Legacies.
Yeah,
I know, it's weird. But this is a Bonnie opening because she's in school with
This is a Bonnie episode.
She's with a different teacher in a different poorly lit classroom.
It's some sort of science class of some kind.
It's either science or geography because they're talking about shadow reckoning, which is you could determine the angle of the Earth because of the shadows, and if you're at the equator, the shadows are straight up and down during noon or some shit.
It's mainly used for height measuring.
Yeah, you can measure something's height if you know the angle of the sun, that kind of thing.
But I gotta say, Shadow Reckoning is a baller name for such a nerdy concept.
I feel like you could get away with either naming a vampire story Shadow Reckoning or naming a pastiche of Metal Gear Solid.
Yes.
Because it is just as jumbled as a phrase as Shadow Moses and Fox Die.
Or Revengeance.
Revengeance.
They could have called this episode Shadow Reckoning.
Maybe.
Would have been a way better title than
Bonnie's
History
having
Repeating.
Dreams within dreams. She sees a shadow in the doorway of the class, and she just gets up, and the teacher doesn't give a shit.
And even in her dreams, the hallways have no proper lighting.
The hallways are dark as shit. And then Bonnie's ancestor, Emily Bennett, in her single handmaiden's outfit because she didn't dress in anything else.
Don't think about it.
It's I would say gloomily glaring at her, but it just sort of looks like her neutral face.
She's just standing there.
She's
neutrally.
Neutrally.
All these sort of weird layered dreams. Because she just does and it's
it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.
She's in the classroom and kind of
Super
just looking
Nintendo,
around.
Sega Genesis. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, we're thinking of Biggie.
Juicy fruit.
But like,
Oh.
sorry. Like I'm trying. Like she's kind of just talking shit. Like
I'm
during
sorry.
this
I'm
dream.
being self-indulgent. I'm sorry.
Are you listening to Notorious B.I.G.?
No, that we'd get copyrighted
Oh, that's true.
by whoever owns like Biggie Smalls' Ghost. I don't.
Fucking Def Jam Records.
Yeah,
That's probably
fucking.
incorrect.
I don't know, just some guy, whoever ran Def Jam Records. Like,
I don't even know if he was signed to Def Jam. I'm just guessing on that.
hold on.
I could be wrong, and the Notorious B.I.G. was signed to the other
Notorious
record label.
B.I.G. record label. He was part of Atlantic Records.
Oh yeah, Atlantic, Arista, Bad Boy, and Uptown.
Yeah.
Anyway, like Bonnie's kind of being rude to some classmates, and the teacher's just like she's saying things in not even a whisper, and the teacher's just kind of keeping going on with the lesson,
I don't fucking care. I gotta get through this lesson.
which might actually be another indicator that this is a dream, because eventually she turns like to another desk, and fucking Emily Bent is sitting there.
And she's just like, shh, I'm learning about science. Shut up. Shadow reckonings, Bonnie. Don't think about it. Don't ask why I'm dressed like this. Don't ask.
Then I think
Then she jumps back awake and she's in the woods again, and she gets up and she's at the ruins of Fell's Church, which I think is that weird like graveyard everyone visits.
it's the place where like the Civil War soldiers shot up a church.
Yeah, that's just the hangout for troubled youth. And Emily Bennett's like, help me, help me, Bonnie. Help.
Yeah, this is the place where everyone downs ibuprofen and drinks Tabasco sauce.
Yeah. So she's like, I need your help. I need your help on this. And Bonnie's like, no.
What's going on?
What's going on? Then we cut to a bus after the intro. This is after the intro.
Yeah, after the intro.
And Caroline's mad about Bonnie because she didn't give her back her stupid necklace. And Elena's just like, you gotta fucking chill with the necklace thing. Stefan's avoiding Elena after Elena avoided Stefan and then failed. And then avoided Stefan again and then failed again and then went back to Stefan.
It's just...
And
we
my
were pretty
brain
much
is just
saying,
like, ugh.
like we were pretty much at this point where it's like they're gonna have another like
They're gonna have
discussion
another
that's-
breakup, and it's like, oh, we can't be like this. We can't be like this, Elena. We can't do this. We gotta not be together. It's dangerous. And then she's like, I don't care.
or like Elena's gonna be like, okay, fine, I'll avoid you, and it's like,
And then it's like,
I was like,
hold on, I gotta call Stefan.
halfway through the episode, we're gonna have a point where she's gonna go back to Stefan again.
Yeah.
It's kind of becoming a thing with Elena. You could set your watch to it.
Matt shows up for a brief second, and Caroline's like, hey. And then Matt's just like, hey.
Eh.
And then she's like, what the fuck?
Like, that's it? Just gonna hey me?
So they get to history class together, and then this kind of like half brown haired but kind of graying a little bit guy with a bunch of wrinkles on his forehead walks in.
Was he graying?
It's either that or the color grading is dog shit, because I can't tell if he's like graying slightly or if he just has like really pale brown hair.
He mostly has brown hair. I have a picture of him without the lighting, and he looks normal as hell. I don't know where they got this picture from. It has none of the color grading on it. Top of the image real quick.
He grabs some chalk, and then he just starts writing down random letters. And this is our new history teacher, the very commonly named Alaric Saltzman.
Oh Jesus! Like we're gonna do a little spoilers here, because this is a fucking rant. Like Alaric turns out to be a vampire hunter.
Except they were like leading breadcrumbs in this episode to make it sound like he was a vampire. because his name's
However-
antiquated and he had a ring and he didn't get invited in.
But like when you start with the name Alaric Saltzman, like not even just call yourself Rick.
I even like, okay, so there's like a white kid naming trend where you go with like a really common name but you spell it weird, like
Yeah.
Jacob with a Y, that kind of shit, right?
Yeah, with a K.
Or like Steven but with like 2 F's and a no, with 1 F.
Steven with an F and an A.
Steven with an F and an A. And I thought that like a conspicuous name for him would be Eric with an A, like ARIC.
Yeah.
Because you could imagine some fucking parents just naming their kid Eric, but with an A.
Yeah.
And he's like really insistent that it's an A. Eric.
Now I'm just thinking
Eric.
of indie wrestler Eric Cannon.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that is his his actual name.
No.
No, that's his actual name.
Oh shit, it is.
And it's ARIK.
I feel like there's a lot of ways you can do Alaric Saltzman and like make it sound like a normal human name
Without tipping your hat so hard that it's like, oh, he's gonna be a thing.
He's gonna do something. He's related to vampires somehow.
Yeah.
But he eventually is like, call me Rick. I don't know why I wrote Alaric on the chalkboard.
Could have just started with Rick or Mr. Saltzman.
I'm Mr. Saltzman. My first name's weird. Call me Eric or Rick or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't like the whole teacher like Mr. Saltzman thing. So yeah, just call me like Rick, your history teacher. You know, something like
Call
that.
me Rick, yeah. Just something to get us on the right foot, and not with just the brick to the face, Alaric Saltzman.
I think the most telling is when he immediately starts trying to justify it. He's like, my parents emigrated from Germany in the 1800s, and Alaric was my great grandfather's name, and it's just like no one immediately starts trying to justify their stupid ass name.
Their old ass fucking name.
If your name's Braden, like, we don't care that your name's Braden. Like, we don't need to know why your dad named you Braden.
There's a fucking Stark in Game of Thrones named Alaric. God's sake.
That is true.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, folks. This name and the way it's introduced to us just fucked me up.
Yeah, we were making fun of it.
Ugh.
We sort of cut to, well, he introduces himself, then we cut to Damon and Stefan's like weird interactions for this first half of the episode.
This first half of the episode where they're just like, they're making fun of each other.
They're making fun of each other, and it's great.
It's so great. Paul Wesley is having a good time with this episode.
Paul Wesley's pretending to be Damon, and he's just like wiggling around like he's a snake man, and he's doing the eyebrows, and he's just like, oh, I got a mysterious plan. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm a wild card. And then Damon's just like, oh, I'm dangerous. You're dangerous. You gotta get out. What the hell?
It's Summerhalder and Paul Wesley just having a go at each other for funsies.
And he's doing like the kind of like squint that like
he's going as forehead as he can for this.
He's trying to forehead this, and he's trying to do the fucking like Edward squint, and it's great.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
I don't know. I like two brothers that just can't fucking stand each other. Like, not even in a like enemies way. Like they're enemies. I like the whole fuck you. Fuck you too.
It's just they've been around each other so long that the familiarity has bred enough contempt to fill an ocean.
It's just like, you guys suck. You suck. No, you suck.
You suck. You suck.
Stefan's getting dressed, and Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I saw him shirtless like 2 episodes ago, and now, and I don't know if he's like really dehydrated or something, because for some reason he's like 30% more shredded than he normally is.
He has a lot of abs, and you could probably see a bit of rib.
Yeah, but like he doesn't normally like. You could tell he's fit, right? But
He's
like,
fit.
I don't know, man. He was just. I don't know why that one scene required him to like stay in a sauna for 2 fucking days so he can get abs.
Like, was he just doing crunches every morning or something? What the fuck?
I fucking love doing crunches. Damon's big sorry. Big sorry.
He's big sorry.
He's big time sorry. He's gonna like he's gonna dance around with flowers and drink animal blood and be like Stefan for a week because that's how sorry he is. And Stefan's like,
I think that's what sets off the him Stefan impersonating Damon thing.
Yeah, and Stefan's just mad because he killed
Lexi.
He killed Lexi, and that's bullshit. He's like,
That
I
is
did
bullshit.
it to protect the town. They were gonna come kill us. They were gonna find out. It's like these guys are idiots. They aren't gonna find out a goddamn thing.
You had to set it up to fucking get Lexi killed.
You had to do
they
all
are
those steps
dumb.
to get Lexi killed. You had to. They were like 7 steps behind, and you had to give them 5 steps in order to then get close enough for you to kill Lexi and go back to being 7 steps ahead.
You could have just let her go and it would have been fine.
Yeah, because she was gonna leave town. She was only there one
Stop by for the
fucking
birthday.
day.
There for the birthday. You could have held off your plans for Stefan's birthday.
Bonnie's just like, I don't know what's going on with me and this stupid necklace. Should I have not fucked with the feathers? Like, Elena, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Look, if Ash can ask for his birthday off at work, like can always consistently ask for his birthday off wherever he works,
Look,
you can take a day off for your brother's birthday for your evil plans.
here is my weird, like, habits. Can you by the way, I'm just checking the audio. No, wait, you're fine.
Yeah, you're good.
I
We're both good.
I was talking and one bar was moving and the other wasn't, and I thought I was the other bar.
No, that was me.
No, I'm stupid. Okay. So, what was I talking about? Fuck.
Your habits and birthdays.
My habits. I entered the workforce slightly later than everyone else because I was homeschooled. So I didn't have like a lot of work experience or connections. So I joined the workforce when I turned 21. I refused to work my birthday.
Refused. I will work my birthday, but I'm honestly contemplating getting on that system.
I will work any holiday they want. I used to work at a 24/7 gas station. I've worked Christmas. I've worked like Halloween. I've worked Thanksgiving. But when it comes to September 16th, I will not work at all. Fuck you. It's my special me day. Go fuck yourself.
It's my birthday, and I'll lay around in my room if I want to.
I don't even do anything special for my birthday. I just lay around and go, yeah, it's my birthday.
It's your birthday. I don't want to fucking work.
I'll eat ice cream cake flavored ice cream and lay there and be like, ah, shit, I'm 1 year older now.
I made it another year. Yeah.
I made it. Fuck you. But I will ask for my birthday off 5 months in advance. Just so they know. No, I'm not coming in. And no, I'm not answering the phone.
It's my birthday.
It's my fucking birthday. Where were we? Oh yeah, Bonnie's just like, I think I'm possessed by a ghost. And Elena's just like, you know, I'd call you stupid, but like I just realized 2 weeks ago that vampires are a thing.
I've been hanging out with 2 vampires.
I've been hanging out with 2 himbo vampires, and I'm just sort of like, I don't know anymore.
I'm past like not believing in ghosts.
We're back at school, and Jeremy talks to Mr. Saltzman. Mr. Saltzman mentions that Mr. Tanner, the now dead history teacher, had a Jackass file where he has clips of MTV's Jackass featuring Steve-O, Bam Margera, that one guy named Ryan, Johnny Knoxville, Wee Man,
Preston Lacey.
Preston Lacey. And Jeremy from Vampire Diaries, of course.
Jeremy Gilbert.
But yeah, he just was like, you know, he really singled you out, but I am not about that. So he just throws the jackass file into the garbage, just like Tanner's character arc gets thrown into the garbage. And he's like, look, your grades are bad, so I'm gonna have you do some extra credit. You're gonna watch YouTube videos of a sped up guy talking about like video game development.
Ryan Dunn.
Ryan Dunn.
Oh, yeah. And also Chris Pontius.
Pontius, that guy who like puts his penis in a sock. That guy too, party boy. I watched a large amount of Jackass.
You watched a lot of Jackass.
Anyway, he's got to write an essay in a week about stuff. Just stuff.
Local history.
Local history. Doesn't care where. Don't use Wikipedia.
It's extra credit. And it's, you know what? Already, you are a better teacher than Mr. Tanner.
I started joking that, like, you can use Wikipedia as a legitimate source because you have to cite your sources when you're on Wikipedia, but you can't just copy Wikipedia.
You cannot just I did that in high school once. Copy paste, no change of the annotations or anything. Slap that shit onto a like Word doc, and that was my paper.
Boom, bam. Don't look it up.
I was not the brightest bulb in the drawer.
Jeremy takes a liking to Alaric Saltzman. I will not say Alaric. I will say Alaric Saltzman.
You won't even say Mr. Saltzman. He's Alaric Saltzman to you.
Jeremy's like, oh, you have a cool ring. And he's like, it's antiquated. It's my grandpa's, you know.
My grandpa's ring.
You know, he's kind of a decent teacher to Jeremy. Caroline is talking with her friends, Elena and Bonnie. And
I think did you have another confrontation with Matt at some point?
Yeah, they're walking out the school door, and then Matt double hays her. And she's like, did you just double hay me again? What the fuck?
Double hay me? I'm getting sick of this.
I'm getting sick of you just saying hey, like nothing happened, even though we were hanging out and cuddling and shit.
I was drunk.
And Matt is just staring as his brain shuts off. And then he's just like, I had to get out of the house because your mom's the sheriff.
Your mom's the sheriff. And I just
want
to know, Caroline, where's the caveman?
Where's the caveman? Like, Bonnie, Caroline, am I glad he's frozen in there and that we're out here and he's the sheriff and then we're frozen out here and that we're in there and I just remembered we're out here and I want to know is, Caroline, where's the caveman?
You're like, gonna be so confused by that one. I'm not even gonna take a point of order to explain it.
Just look up Skooks. Also, we said happy birthday to Damon last episode. It was Stefan's birthday.
It was Stefan's birthday. Did we say happy birthday to Damon?
Yes, we did.
Shit.
Yeah. Point of order.
Sorry, Stefan. We fucked up on your birthday.
Yeah, maybe he should have gotten the day off.
Yeah, from Damon.
A day off from Damon. Just writes a paper. You can't talk to me until tomorrow.
My birthday, Damon.
It's my birthday, Damon. Go fuck yourself.
This is your temporary restraining order.
Legally binding by Lexi, I guess.
By Lexi. She probably learned law at some point. She's had like free centuries.
Elena encounters Stefan, and he's just like, I gotta go. High school is too dangerous. I have to go.
We shouldn't see each other.
And then Elena's mad about it for some reason. Of
course.
And then when they split up for Bonnie to go to her car, Damon starts like ghosting her a little bit. And she's like, don't talk to me, I'll scream. And he's like, don't scream. I just want my necklace back.
Give him my necklace.
Give him my necklace. And she's like, fuck you.
No.
And he's like, I know Emily Bennett's trying to possess you. But through that stupid ass necklace if you don't give it to me. Then he kind of like pins her against the car and like touches her hair and it gets kind of weird.
It's getting real weird.
Then we cut to Elena and Bonnie in Bonnie's car, and she doesn't want to be alone because Damon's acting weird and Damon's threatening her, and Elena's just like, let's stay the night at my house. It'll be fun. Nothing bad will happen. She stops the car immediately and just yeets that necklace into the fucking woods.
Smart. Just find a out of nowhere place. Fucking yeet that necklace. Done.
She should have thrown it into a lake. Just
a lake.
Yeah.
I
feel like
lake.
I feel like it wouldn't have came back like a boomerang if she threw it into a lake.
I think I made the same point about the fucking relics in Ruby, didn't we?
Maybe.
Just yeet one of those relics into a lake.
Because you don't fucking need it, and the bad guys are trying to find it. Throw it in a lake. Why not?
And also, screw the Brothers of Light and Darkness. They suck.
They suck. They're busy fucking with Superman or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, we learned that. Well, Ash learned that's a thing. I knew about that, and now Ash knows about it.
It's terrible. It looks like it's animated in the fucking Ruby style, and Batman is voiced by the guy from the Naked Brothers band.
Light Turner from the Death Note movie.
Oh my god, it's just... I am suffering. And it sucks because, the new Superman show is pretty good.
The new Superman show sounds pretty nice.
And this is the opposite of that.
This is exactly the opposite.
Elena's confused why she just yeeted the necklace into the fucking trees. But she's just like, yeah, Grandma's not being possessed by a ghost. I don't care if she's mad at me. Fuck her.
Fuck it. I don't want this necklace. It's just gonna cause me problems. Like ghosts and a guy who will not get away from me until he gets the necklace.
Jenna and Jeremy are eating at the Mystic Grill and talking about Logan being gone and Alaric being his school teacher. And then they kind of glance over and Alaric's at the bar. And he's having a social. I don't know. He's by himself.
He's just having a few drinks.
Alaric Saltzman is at the bar. Stefan is back at Elena's house.
Oh my god. She calls him.
She calls him and he comes over.
It's just, set your watch to it.
And it's just like, it's the same episode.
Same episode. We can't go an episode without her.
You can wait one episode.
Without this will they, won't they shit with them.
I feel like, at least, if he's gone, I wouldn't say off screen for an episode, just not with Elena for an episode.
Separate for an episode, guys. I'll ask.
Just do it. That way you won't have to keep teasing to do it. If you do it for like an episode or two, it's like, oh, he did distance himself from Elena, but they eventually drifted back together. It isn't just like, Elena, I must go. Can you come over? Yes. I will immediately. I
don't want to talk to you anymore, Stefan. Anyway, Stefan, let's have a talk.
I'm gonna run to your house.
I'm gonna run to your house. This does not end.
Anyway, she's here to talk about, like, okay, so Damon's going after Bonnie. And I don't know why. What is with this stupid ass necklace, and what does it have to do with Emily? Do you know anything about Emily? Don't think about it.
Yeah, it goes right into she was Catherine's handmaid. Don't think about it.
Don't think about it. Her ancestor was in Mystic Falls, Virginia for reasons.
During the Civil War.
Don't think about it. Stefan's like, I'll get Damon to talk. I don't care how. And I thought he was gonna like Kiefer Sutherland him and torture him or something. But
torturing a vampire is some next level shit too.
Yeah, but Stefan's idea of playing good cop, bad cop is just kind of hanging out with him and just hope he caves.
Still doing the making fun of each other shtick. Playing darts.
They're playing darts and making fun of each other. Stefan's still pretending to be Damon. And Damon's like, I'm just going to do the eyebrow face. Oh, Mr. Forehead over here.
Forehead, Mr. Eyebrows.
I I just love them making fun of each other. That is
It's
the
great.
funniest thing to me.
Ah, it's so good.
So we're back at the house, and Caroline is staying over with Bonnie and Elena. And she's like, "You threw the necklace into the fucking woods?" It was like a field, really.
It was in the field, yeah.
And she's like, "Yeah, I don't want the fucking necklace. It's fucking with me, and like I don't want to give it to you because you'll just give it to Damon, and he's weird. I don't trust him."
He's sketchy. He's sketch.
And Caroline's like, "Then what's this?" And then pulls the fucking like necklace out, and everyone's like,
Yeah, she goes into like Bonnie's bag as they're doing like manicures.
"Yeah, they're gonna do manicures," and
What?
and she's just like, "Yeah, you lied. Look at this shit." And everyone's like, "Oh fuck, it came back."
Who caused that?
I don't know.
Was it Emily's ghost? Because that
Did
feels
Emily's
like the most
ghost
likely.
get the necklace and give it back to Bonnie?
When
Because
did
she
this
was
happen? How?
she was like running around or something in the house. Like we kept seeing like things by the window and the doors.
Oh yeah. Like, if she could do this without needing to possess, if she could bring it back without needing to possess Bonnie, then why did
Why did she possess Bonnie?
why did she possess Bonnie to begin with?
Caroline's like, "You always leave me out of shit, and I don't appreciate it. Can you please explain it to me?" And then Bonnie explains it a little bit, and then she immediately just dismisses Bonnie.
And like fucking Bonnie like walks off in a huff, and I'm just thinking like, Bonnie, you dox your friends. You cannot claim moral high ground in
Bonnie,
this.
you're not a good friend. You tore people. You ripped open pillows with knives. You doxed Elena to several vampires. Like,
You lit a car on fire.
you lit a car on fire. You are like 0-4 on friendship.
You are bad at this.
We're back at the bar, and Jeremy bounced, but Jenna's with Alaric Saltzman. And he's like, "So, this Logan guy, why'd he leave you?" And she was like, "Logan lied. He cheated. He stealed. He tricked the ref into thinking that I hit him with a chair, and I got disqualified. Viva la raza!"
References to the late great Eddie Guerrero.
I love Eddie Guerrero. He's great.
He's wonderful.
Alaric's back in town because his wife died, and he didn't do it.
It's a cold case, and
It's
just
cold
nobody.
case. No one knows why. I
No
didn't
one
do
knows
it.
why. So
I didn't,
he left, and
I didn't kill my wife.
he left North Carolina entirely to move to Virginia.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Damon actually was sipping at the bar, and Stefan moved up on him, and then they were still making fun of each other. Now they're playing petty brother darts.
Petty brother darts.
And Damon's winning. "I'm gooder at darts than you."
Damon asks at one point, because they're still in kind of a bit of a like back and forth here of like mind games. Is like, what kind of game are you playing at here? And I just replied, darts.
We're playing darts, Damon. And then he's like, "I walked into that one. Fuck."
Sadly, that does not happen in the episode, even though, like, we have usually been pretty good at calling what they're about to say by accident.
Sometimes we make a joke and then they do it, and that's the funniest thing to me. But sometimes, and then when they don't, I get kind of sad.
Like, man, you had a perfect opening there.
So Stefan's plan is to just kind of hang out with Damon against his will.
Until he finds out what.
Until he fesses up. He's just gonna bond with him via just playing darts and drinking beer until he figures out what's his game.
Get his guard down. But it's not working so far.
Caroline approaches Bonnie, who's sulking on the couch, and she's like, "Hey, I know I don't believe in the woo. But I know you do,
really how she puts it.
And I respect you. And I know that Elena's in the other room and listening to everything I say, but I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for making fun of you. And then Elena just sort of like shuffles in like a weird crab with her head sideways. And she's like, yay, we're friends.
Caroline calls Bonnie her best friend, and I'm just like, Caroline, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you would consider. Bonnie does not seem to really like you all that much.
You called her fat.
Like, I mean, and also that.
Yeah.
But like, this isn't like fucking victorious, like how they treat Trina bad. But it's like,
you're kind of the friend that everyone just tolerates.
Yeah, and it's so weird to me. I don't know, Caroline. I feel like you can find better friends.
For some reason, the conversation with the three of them turns into wanting a seance. And I started joking about, do you have a Hasbro Ouija board?
Yeah, you have a Ouija board trademark, Hasbro?
Hasbro Amityville Ouija trademark. Amityville Shark Ouija board. Just a bunch of like fucking shovelware movies on like free Tubi and shit.
Yeah.
Amityville Shark Ouija possession space.
Ah, damn it! Wait. Ah, damn it! The Ouija movie wasn't until 2014.
Yeah, but it's just really weird how like our culture has turned the Ouija board into like shorthand for like ghosts and possession. And also it's been trademarked by Hasbro for at least like 100 years.
Maybe, yeah, like a little bit around that, yeah.
Like,
it was owned by like the Parker brothers.
Isn't that weird?
So weird.
And you have to have a Ouija board on your fucking movie set, you gotta pay fucking Hasbro.
Or just make like, or buy like a knockoff.
Or buy like a knockoff
anything.
and tape over anything that might be like legally questionable. So they go for a candle seance where they just sit in the circle with some candles.
In the dark.
And they're like,
I mean, I guess you kind of have to.
Bonnie, figure out how to summon Emily. And she's like, Emily, I'm calling you. And then nothing happens. And then, Emily, are you among us?
Dun, 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 dun.
Our fucking brains are destroyed by Among Us.
Among Us has completely, as a game, Among Us has completely ruined the words Among Us and suspicious.
Yes.
And maybe even venting.
And the candles go, woo! And then everyone's like,
us.
oh shit, she's an imposter.
Emily's the imposter. She's venting.
She's venting through the window. So she vents through the window and through the door, and Caroline's getting scared, and then the lights start fucking up, and then she's like, all right, fuck the seance, fuck the candles, like blow them out.
There like more fire as well? Like the candles go like whoosh.
Bonnie quits the seance, and the necklace is like absconded with, and we didn't know who. We thought it was Damon for some reason, and then
we thought it was Damon, but
Alaric Saltzman, but it was neither of them because Damon's playing vampire football.
Vampire football, baby.
Vampire versus vampire football, the best kind.
Oh, so good.
Yeah,
they're like doing some. They're doing some like Tommy Wiseau, however you pronounce it. They're doing like the catch.
They're doing like Tommy Wiseau playing catch for no reason at the football field.
The football field.
And Damon's like, how's your sex life? Stefan's like, I don't know. I don't know how fucking a 17-year-old makes me feel.
Yeah.
Don't think about it.
Don't think about it, guys. That one really don't think about it.
Damon caves and he's like, what do you want? And Stefan's like, you know that like Catherine, the loves of our life, totally like hypnotized us into loving her, right? And David's like, bullshit. I am not answering that question. I am out of here.
At one point they like one of them does a vampire speed up to tackle the other, which is great.
What does Damon want with Catherine's crystal? And then they play some more football, and yeah, they get tackled, and then Damon rushes up, and he's like, I could kill you if right now and stuff because you're asking too many questions.
I could rip your heart out in like 0.5
I wouldn't even
seconds.
feel anything. And Stefan's like, do it, pussy.
Try me, bitch.
Try me, bitch. I don't think he said that, but I wish he did.
I really wish.
Damon's playing with the necklace as he's going to revive Catherine.
Gonna revive Catherine.
And then we see a picture of a horse in Elena's house.
Yeah, there's a painting of a horse in the background. Like, oh, hey, horse.
And then on the bed, or I think in the bathroom, maybe?
It was in the bathroom on like the
Bathroom
mat,
carpet?
I think. Like on the bathroom.
The necklace
mat.
is placed on the ground, and then Caroline's like, hey, we need to get a better look at this. So Bonnie goes in, and then the door locks. And then
everyone's freaking out.
And the lights start flashing, and everyone's like, ah!
Open the door!
Ah! And eventually the door unlocks after everyone just runs around and screams. And Bonnie is just like staring at the blank wall, just being like, I am fine now. I am fine.
I am perfectly fine.
I am perfectly fine, woman. Catherine, woman, Elena, Catherine.
Caroline. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm good. Bye.
I must go now.
And then in the mirror, they show fucking Emily Bennett instead of Bonnie Bennett.
They show Emily in the reflection.
She's been possessed. And Bonnie was like, wow, that was weird.
Elena's like, oh shit, something's weird. I got like chasing after Bonnie, but Emily like just keeps going. This is where a thought crosses like Ash's head.
We're not there yet.
We got another scene. You're right.
We're doing the halfies. Like we're going back and forth.
That's right. The scene transition. Are we back to Damon and Stefan again?
Yeah, David and Stefan. Damon says Catherine's alive because when Fell's Church burned down with all those people in it, she was placed under a spell by Emily to put her in stasis. And she could do that because there was a comet. And whenever there's like nature shit happening, witches' spells are stronger.
Events. Yeah, celestial events affect the magic of witches.
And for some reason, Stefan like stops enunciating because he's trying to do like the quiet talk thing, but now he's just like, "What are you doing?"
It's like he's trying for shocked whisper, and he ends up with kind of drunken mumble.
He's trying to do like the hushed speaking, but he's not enunciating. So he's just like, "What are you doing, Catherine?"
This was not the best take you could get from Paul, guys.
You need a better take.
That was not a good take.
Get him some water.
Get him some water.
He needs some water. He's dehydrated.
He's dehydrated. You see his abs?
You see his stomach? He's dehydrated. Like, normally you can see some abs if you're muscular. But, like...
We can see a bit of rib.
Yeah, we can see his ribs, and his skin was clammy looking. And not just because he's, like, supposed to be playing a vampire. Like, he just...
And probably putting, like, makeup. Unless the makeup's emphasizing a lot of his parts more.
What if they made him wear fake abs?
Like the fucking, like, giant Gonzalez abs.
Yeah. Just painted on abs. Like they had to shave them.
Airbrushed hairy abs.
So, the comet takes about 100-something years to come back around, and it came back around, which means that the spell's strong enough for him to bring back Catherine.
It came back around during the episode 2, Night of the Comet.
Night of the Comet. Oh. But he doesn't have the necklace anymore, and Bonnie has it, and he's real fucking mad about that. So they play more football. We're going to play some hand egg until we feel better.
Now we get to Bonnie leaving.
Bonnie's like, I must go. I will go now. It is time to go.
I have to finish the job.
I have to finish the job. they can't be here anymore. I have to get rid of them. And she kind of like marches down the staircase, and Elena's like, Bunny, wait,
Emily,
Emily, and she turns around and then closes the door, and then she turns on the car that Bonnie drove the way there, and because she's from 1863, crashes it into a fucking tree.
God, we wish.
No.
We wish.
If she's been fully replaced by Emily, which I could assume she is.
She has been possessed.
And Bonnie's car was used to get to the house. I just love the idea of this ghost from the 1800s coming back to life, getting into Bonnie's like Ford Taurus or whatever, and then not knowing how to fucking drive.
And just crashing right into a tree.
It was so bad that I had to stop the episode because I was laughing so fucking hard.
We had to pause because he was just dying.
Because I kept imagining the scenario, and it got to the point where anytime you saw Bonnie's car, you were just like, it's just gonna drive into a fucking tree, isn't it?
Even after even after Emily had stopped possessing her, we were thinking that it was gonna crash at some point, looking at her car in the background.
Yeah. She took the car? Does she know how to drive?
I think, yeah. Yeah, I guess I don't know. That's fucking weird. Has she been, like, haunting people and learning how to drive?
I've been taking ghost driving lessons for this very moment.
Folks, please post your theory in the comments as to how the hell Emily Bennett drove.
The question for the episode is, how did Emily Bennett learn how to drive?
Please, just let us know. We want to figure this out.
We want to know, damn it.
Them.
So she leaves, and Caroline's just like, fuck this, I'm out of here. And Elena just hurriedly calls Stefan, and she's like, Emily got possessed Bonnie. She took the car somehow. She's gonna destroy the amulet. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, and don't forget Jeremy jump scare.
Jeremy just kind of watched
Bonnie leave and didn't really have anything.
Leave, and he was just like,
I got history homework to do.
I got homework to do, and I got an Alaric Saltzman to talk to later.
Yeah, Caroline with the correct answer of, actually, fuck this.
Fuck this, I'm out of here.
I'm done.
So Damon's listening in with his super vampire hearing on Stefan's phone call, and maybe he should just text. maybe they should text. Maybe
they'd be better at it than Jeremy.
They're all millennials. Well, Elena's a millennial. She was born in like 1994 in character.
I think that still qualifies as millennial.
Yeah. No. Like Gen Z is like you were born in like 1998 or whatever.
Yeah, so if she was born in 94, she's a millennial.
Yeah, so you think she would just text Stefan like, hey, Emily possessed Bonnie, help.
Help, please.
But because of that, Damon follows Stefan to Fell's Church, where Damon actually gets there first. Then we're back to Alaric and Jenna returning home after Elena leaves. And they're just talking about embarrassing details about how they both think they're complete failures, which, same. No.
Yeah. Thinking about all their cringe high school moments.
Yeah.
Like we all do.
Not having breasticles and having, like, shitty skin condition and braces.
Braces, yeah.
Jeremy's just like, hi. And Alaric's like, maybe I shouldn't come in because my student's over there. And I'm teasing that I'm a vampire, but I'm not. Bye.
Acting real suspicious.
I'm acting real sus.
To make the audience think I'm a vampire.
Here I go. I try not to read ahead, but it just seemed like, oh, look, another vampire. Ooh.
Yeah, they're trying for it, but the cat's out of the bag for us a little bit.
So Alaric Saltzman leaves, and Jeremy just grabs the Diary of Jonathan Gilbert, and he's reading it.
Can't read this handwriting at all.
Cursive, what the fuck?
Oh, we at some point Damon like earlier confronts Emily and gets treed for his troubles.
He gets treed. He gets thrown
Gets
into a tree, and the tree like stabs him.
Impales him with a branch or a limb. It's get treed, Damon.
Get treed, Damon. Stefan shows up, and like Bonnie is just dragging around this big stick on the ground, and she's trying to draw a hex.
Drawing out a pentagram.
And she's like, I can't let them do this. I gotta stop them. And Stefan's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Who's them?
And she's like, there were 27 vampires buried with Catherine under the tomb.
Yeah, there were 26 other vampires who, quote unquote, died the same day. They were all in Fell's Church. So basically, what Damon's planning here is they were actually all sealed away in the tomb.
And he's going to unseal all of them because Damon doesn't give a shit. He just wants Catherine. And then Stefan's like, you're going to kill this entire fucking town.
And Damon's like, fuck him.
Fuck him. It's Virginia.
Virginia.
We're in Spoons, Virginia. Like, all these guys are assholes. Like,
man,
fuck,
27. Go ahead. Sorry.
Fuck all of them.
Man, unleashing 27 vampires, though, that's going to get the Justicar of Richmond sent at you.
God, I was going to say, like, man, he is not running a tight ship.
Not at all. This is such a masquerade break.
Bonnie's just like, hex time, and the fucking pentagram lights on fucking fire, and she's in the middle, and then she yeets the gemerald.
The crystal.
She yeets the crystal into the air, and then it gets blown up by some wrestling pyro.
Fucking Bonnie setting more fires.
Bonnie, stop.
I know this is Emily this time, but come on, you're not gonna
chill the fuck out.
Chill the fuck out, Bonnie.
And
also,
Damon's making this weird face when it blows up. I'll show you it later, but
yeah,
actually I'll show you it right now because I have it.
Yeah. Also, the fucking incantation
face.
is amazing.
Like clenching his jaw, and his eyebrows are like, his eyes are like wide open. He looks like that kid who did No Poop July.
Oh God.
I don't think he actually did No Poop July, but the joke was he became
that was the bit.
He became more and more like visibly uncomfortable as the series went on.
A good bit.
Good bit.
I don't know why it bothers me, but I'm weirdly bothered by the fact that the incantation is in Latin.
It is?
I don't know. It feels weirdly out of place with the just kind of generic witchcraft they're going with.
I didn't even know she did an incantation.
She said like incendia.
Oh, that's just one word.
I guess I don't know if that counts as incantation or not.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire time. Fire now.
Just something a little bit more than just going incendia.
She didn't do that. She didn't do that when she burned down that guy's car.
No. There were no incantations before. Why did you just go incendia on us?
Damon runs with like an open mouth at her and then attacks Bonnie as the necklace explodes, and Stefan like shoves her off, and he's like, no, because he bit her neck. And then it cuts to black. It keeps cutting to fucking black for some reason.
For the commercials. Through the mirror of my mind.
The series that brought women to the front line. Okay,
and dared to show the other side of war. Anyway.
Bonnie's alive, barely. Stefan's like, I'm gonna give her some blood.
My blood gives the healings.
Blood heal. Get her with the blood heal. It works for the most part.
Yeah, it works. And,
Caroline gets snuck up on by Matt. And Matt's just like, oh yeah, Caroline's at her house because she went actually fuck this.
And Matt
just climbs through her fucking window like it's Clarissa explains it all.
Wonderful.
And he's just like, I felt uncomfortable about cuddling you because I don't like you. And Caroline's like, you came through my window to tell me you don't like me? but I like
Felt
cuddling.
bad for you.
I like cuddling. I felt bad for you. And like, I'm alone and I get it. I don't know.
I know.
I know. And I'm like, what the fuck do you know?
Matt, you're teetering on a razor's edge here. This is probably not your best episode.
How does he know? What does he know about how she feels? What?
What is this whole scene about?
What is the scene about? I don't understand.
You were doing pretty well, and then this episode happens. This is kind of your worst episode.
Damon is very upset, and he's just like, I know Catherine didn't compel me. I loved her, and I knew every minute of what I was doing. It's still real to me, damn it!
It's still real to me!
Damon starts crying, and he's like, I gotta go.
Man. Can't summon my vampires.
Bonnie's fine, but she's covered in blood, and she's really confused. Stefan's just kind of standing, and Bonnie's scared, and Stefan's like, he's cool, he's cool, he's cool.
Like,
Elena's like, look, I'll explain everything later. But first,
we'll have a montage.
Stefan, we can figure this out. We can still be a couple. I can do this. I can handle this. And he's like, no, too many people died. I have to go.
And also, like, he explains that no, she'll be like, Bonnie won't turn into a vampire. She had to be dead or dying.
You have to kill her with his blood in her body or some shit.
And she's fine.
Which I thought was backwards, because I thought it was you have to. So you die with the blood in your body, you come back, and then you got to drink blood, and then you're a vampire, or else you'll die. Yeah.
There's like a whole bunch of tricks to it. It's
and then
not...
Elena's like, no, Stefan, stop leaving. I want you to stay. He'll be back next episode. It's fine. He'll be back.
Next episode, we probably won't even be halfway in. We'll probably be like 5 minutes in, and it'll all be back.
We get our last montage, because every episode ends with a fucking montage now. Of like Jenna looking at the picture of her and Logan and being like, actually, fuck Logan. Tears up the picture, throws it out.
Stefan froze his journal.
Stefan is gonna write in his vampire diaries and then throws it at his bed in anger.
Damn it.
No writing. No writing.
No vampire diaries.
No.
We had a good thing going.
Caroline and Matt are just giggling and eating like Tim's kettle cooked chips and Pepperidge Farm cookies.
like we were thinking like, man, they're really gonna have to cover it, but we looked at like, even when we learned, we was like, that's a fucking Pepperidge Farm bag.
If you like chips, like, get Tim's kettle cooked chips. They're actually pretty good. I think I thought they were like a West Coast thing, but they might be on the East Coast too.
Tim's kettle cooked, probably.
I could tell because it had that like stripy bag, and like every Tim's kettle cooked chips has the stripy bag on it. I like their Gouda cheese one. That one's pretty good.
Like Tim's Cascade snacks. Yeah, they're probably like, oh, they're Utz. Yeah, you can get those on the East. Yeah, you can get those on the East Coast easy.
All right, yeah, you can get Utz on the East Coast. They're only just coming to the West, actually. Damon's big sad. And Elena is recapping the last 8 episodes of the Vampire Diaries to her.
Yeah, they're having a tearful recapping montage.
Yeah, just watch our episode, but like speed it up. There you go, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Logan. Oh yeah, Jenna's at the door and hears a knock, and we think it's like Alaric Saltzman, and he opens the door and it's Logan. He's back.
Logan Fell's back, and we were actually caught off guard. He's like, what?
What the fuck?
Logan? We thought you were done.
The actor for Logan needs another paycheck, I guess. All right.
Okay. I mean, I guess you still got the actor. May as well use him.
May as well use him. He's back. I guess he's a vampire, because he's immediately like, so you're gonna invite me in? And then it cuts to black.
Him in. That's black.
This episode, I don't know how to feel about it.
I'd say it's good.
It's good, but it's fucking crazy.
It's crazy. which is part of why it's good.
I love that Stefan's interrogation technique is, let's play football.
Let's play some football.
Cheap, cheap, cheap.
The weak point I would say is any of the Matt stuff. The Matt stuff was just awkward and weird.
Yeah, like, I get they cuddled and stuff, but I feel like there's a better way to be like, I wasn't really in the right mindset for anything that happened that night.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't remember any of it, and you were drunk, and I felt really gross, and I didn't want to take advantage of you. So I was going to give you some space, or something like that,
Something,
Because I feel like there's some logic in that of like, I'm giving you space because you were drunk, and I didn't want you to assume anything. So I just hopped out your window, and I didn't tell your mom. Even though I did imply that... Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Matt said to Caroline's mom that he was taking her home.
Oh my God, you're right. I forgot.
And then he left through the window.
He bridal carried her to the house.
He bridal carried her to the house. He could just leave at the front door because fucking Caroline's mom would be like, oh, Matt took my daughter home. Like,
yeah, that's why you're here.
What?
What the fuck?
That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
And if it's about cuddling, you can just go, I just wanted to make sure she was safe. I didn't...
Giving her emotional support.
Yeah, or just don't tell her you cuddled her. She's drunk. She won't remember. Like...
Something.
That's weird. What a weird plot hole. Or, like, inconsistency.
Matt, you're losing me here, man.
Matt, come on, man.
You're better than
I'm not saying you have, like, you deserve to be able to cuddle her, but I feel like if you told her mom that you were going to be there, and then if she went home and you're there, I feel like she wouldn't have any, like, major questions, like, oh, Matt took her home.
Just something.
That's weird.
That's very weird thinking about it, yeah. But otherwise, this was a very enjoyable episode.
We laughed a lot.
We laughed a lot.
We only made fun of it a couple times while laughing. Like, the other times we were just, like, entertained or amused.
Yeah, it was a good time. Some new dynamics being added, like Alaric Saltzman.
Alaric
right.
Saltzman. His name is stupid, but he's all right.
He's an all right guy.
Definitely not a vampire.
There's a lot of fun. Bonnie set another fire.
Bonnie set another fire. And that's always a good time, Bonnie lighting things on fire.
Oh, yeah.
So, as for songs, there are less songs this episode than typical.
Less.
We've got I Think I Need It Too by Echo and the Bunnymen. Decent.
Holy shit.
Decent adult alternative kind of band. 90s, 80s.
80s, like, yeah. Holy shit. That's a deep cut right there.
Yeah, that's a deep cut. Go listen to that. It's a good song. We got Lies by Pablo Sebastian.
Oh, that one.
Post Electric by Idlewild. I've heard of Idlewild, but I don't remember Idlewild.
I feel like Idlewild is a band I've heard of.
I feel like Idlewild is an album I remember, but not a band.
It is a band. 1995, Edinburgh, Scotland.
We've got The Spectator by The Bravery, which I think is the second Bravery song we've had, because I remember talking about like racing games.
Yes.
We've got Houses by Great Northern, and Come Back When You Can by Barcelona, which is like the ending montage song.
That's the ending montage song.
Like, I felt used by you.
Like, the songs were very well couched. Like, you barely noticed them as much.
I feel like the best thing you could do is make sure a song doesn't take over a scene. Like, you have it, but it's not the point, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, like, enhancing the current mood of the scene. I feel like it's fine if you want to do that, but I feel like it shouldn't be the star. You got actors. Yeah.
Got actors.
I know you got a giant sound library because you're Warner Brothers, and like they got a massive sound library.
You don't want your episode to feel like it's turning into some AMVs.
Yeah, it didn't feel like an AMV this time. It really felt like an AMV like a couple episodes ago.
Very early on, yeah.
Very early on. It might start doing it again later, but not yet. And that's all the songs.
Yeah, that's all the songs. That's the episode, really.
Yep. So we'll be here. We'll be back.
You can find us wherever you can find podcasts.
If you can find a podcast. I was going to ask you, do you want These Hot Idiots to be the name or These Hot Idiots and then like a descriptor at the end?
I think These Hot Idiots is good.
All right. It's just I'm trying to optimize like search, but I feel like if you know These Hot Idiots, you'll know.
Like the phrase "These Hot Idiots" is very like you're not gonna look for a lot of other things under that name.
Yeah, there's not a lot of names that sound like that, so that's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're anywhere you can get us a podcast. I'll be uploading them to YouTube when I got time. I've been editing wrestling CAWs.
Yeah, he's been editing his wrestling thing as well. You can find his YouTube under
These Hot
THI Ash.
And
yeah,
user THI Ash.
Or at These Hot Idiots. You can find us on Tumblr, which is our main social media place because Twitter is a nightmare.
But fuck X. X will not give it to you.
Or X. You can find us Tumblr users at Ash Nightshade and Mega Fighter 343.
I just like flowers.
Did
you know
it's a semi-Halo reference.
What?
343. It's kind of a Halo reference.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. Like,
anyway, talking about flowers again.
I was gonna say, did you know that the tomato is a nightshade?
Yeah, that's why people thought that they were
were so scared of tomatoes, and then one Italian guy was just like, "Oh shit, a pizza," and then fucking boom, everything in Italy had to involve tomatoes.
Also, we kept eating them off lead plates, and that really didn't help.
Lead turns out not good for you at all.
Especially when like your tomatoes absorb the lead content.
Yeah, because they're made of so much water. Just don't. If you have any lead in your house, probably get the lead out.
Yeah.
Hey. See, we'll be back for episode 10.
And the Big
then,
10.
After episode 11, we're gonna do our first break episode.
Our first mid-season movie.
Yeah, every 11 episodes, we're gonna watch a movie.
Just every halfway point of a season.
Yep. All the seasons except for one are 22 episodes.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, can't wait for that. That'll be fun.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to watch the Bratz movie, but we were talking about Twilight. So
yeah, we gotta really dip on the vampires while we can.
While we can. Edward Cullen, we're coming for you. We're coming for you, vampire.
Coming for you, Batman.
Batman, sad boy Batman.
Sad boy Batman.
Probably like top 3 Batmans, actually.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Big witch stuff for one night.
Thank you for having me. I'll take it from here.
Where are you going?
Back to where it all began.
Bonnie? Bonnie? Oh my god. Emily!
I won't let him have it. It must be destroyed.
Wait!